Hi, this is Cheryl back with you from Farmhouse Frugally, and today I have 4 rather unique and creative DIYs. Now, I have to admit this first one is spring because it has been sitting on my work table for at least a month. I had picked up this blue 4-drawer house cabinet thing at the dump for free, and I wanted to make it over, and I had started it and never finished it. So I have to get this off my workspace today. So I'm going to start with this one, and then I promise I will move on to the other seasons. But I took the Metal Magic clay and the IOD mold, and I just went ahead and pressed in some clay for that little heart-shaped hole to be covered. So I put the 2 birds and a little flower up the top, let that dry, that glue dry, and then painted the entire thing with 2 coats of a white chalk paint. And then I am going to let this sit for a good month before I figure out where I want to go from here. I think initially I thought white, and then I was like, oh, I'm not sure I should have painted it white. Maybe I should have made it a color. And then, of course, I've now gone into fall, and now we're all heading into Christmas. So it just sat here really not for sure what I was going to do with it. But as you know, I do like white. I do like vintage. I do love IOD. So I decided, regardless of the season, that I would finish this as it is intended with some beautiful IOD florals left over from my spring release, I believe. And these are just so incredibly beautiful and so versatile. Now, honestly, you could keep this up all year round, especially if you do a more shabby chic or cottagecore look. And so I am not worried about that at all. My home office lends itself toward that feel, so I thought, what the heck, I will do it, even though it isn't in keeping with everybody else doing Christmas. So I am rubbing on a couple of bits and pieces, some scrap florals that I had left over from this transfer set. And then once I have all of them laid down the way that I wanted them, then I am going to go ahead and cover the entire piece with a watered down antiquing wax to give this some protection, the transfers, and to make the piece look a little bit more vintage, which is just my style, and also to make the molds pop just a little bit so that you can see those birds, and then to maybe put a little extra on the roof so the roof looks a little bit more brown, a little less white than the rest of the piece. So I just went ahead, put that on, and then wiped that back. And that is all I did with this piece. But boy, what a difference from that blue wood that was very kind of country, that had that heart cut out, just really adorable. So I think that it's beautiful. I love it in my home office, and I think it looks really nice with those 3 pictures that I have beside it that I bought ages ago for I think $2 a piece at a yard sale. Today's collaboration, Talented Creators, is hosted by DIY with Aurea and Loli's Creation, co-hosted by myself, and Craft Away with May. Channel links as well as the playlist are in my description box. Takes me on to item number 2. Now, I've had this little adorable basket kicking around in my stash for a while, and I thought, you know what? I'd like a little pop of fall before I move on to Christmas. So I took out these beautiful fall florals, popped a little foam into that basket. I'm not going to glue anything because, of course, I can use this over and over again. And I am just taking bits and pieces of some of the florals that are in the fall tones, and I'm just popping them in. And I had these cute little, I don't know what kind of berries these are, but I think they're really cute and very fall. And then a few little filler pieces. And then once I have that all in there, I will take some reindeer moss, and then I am going to make a little extra piece to add to this. You can stop here, obviously, and that is quite adorable. But I had gotten this sticker book on the good table at the dump, and it had quite a lot of the stickers still in the book. So I peeled off one that I thought would go really well and just attached it to a piece of cardboard and put it on one of those photo pick things and just popped that right in to the center of that. And then I had a pumpkin floating around on my workstation from probably my last video. So I just went ahead and put that right in the front on the other side and made that just look a little bit more fall. And here it is in my kitchen on top of my hutch, and I love it. I think it's absolutely adorable. It goes so well with the other things that I have in that room in these beautiful orangey tones for fall, because it is only the beginning of October and I am really not ready to move on to Christmas yet, but I know everybody else has already moved on and you're all watching their videos. So I am gonna have to move on to Christmas. So here is my very first Christmas project for 2025. I've had this beautiful frame in my bedroom for quite a few years, and it is a little tired, needs an update. So I went ahead and took out the glass and cleaned that good, and now I am going to glue that right in with a little bit of glue in the corners to make sure that stays, because it never stayed quite great. And then once I'm finished with that, it is a tin, and it is in a silvery, very dirty silvery kind of color, so it just needs a refresh. So I took out my gold rub and buff, and I started at first with just a little here and a little there, just kind of getting the high points, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I am going to pretty much change this frame from silver to gold. I really liked the way that it was picking up that tone, and I knew from this point what it was that I wanted to add to this, which was going to be absolutely perfect with this gold tone. And I put that all back together. And then I took this absolutely precious vintage angel that I got at the Goodwill bins for probably $1. And it had a little tiny chip on the wing, so I took that gold rub and buff and went over the rest of the wings, filled in that, and then just glued that right on with some hot glue, so if later on I want to peel that off and do something else with it, it won't be harmed. And I think that it came out absolutely precious. I love, love, love it. Just the thing to get the creative juices flowing for the Christmas season. So I think that that came out absolutely precious. And I have something now that is absolutely bizarre. This last one is a little bit weird. I absolutely admit that to you, but it is sometimes you just get these things and you have to do something with them. So I'm going to start with a very nice glass medicine jar or something. I don't know. It's probably a reproduction. And this beautiful old dictionary has quite a few lovely pictures in it. And I am going to start by cutting out some of the dictionary words. And I know it's hard to cut up a book. It really is. But it was on the dump good table, so throwing it away. So I am going to go ahead and I will use it. I will use lots and lots of it. So I'm going to use the word costume. And I am going to just take some distress ink and go around the picture, and I'm going to go around the words, and I'm just going to Mod Podge them together. I am going to Mod Podge the entire thing to the front of this pretty glass bottle. Now, there is a reason for this craziness here. So once I have that together and smoothed out, and then I do go over the top with the Mod Podge to give that more of a protection, and it also kind of smears around a little bit of that antiquing whatever that is, distress ink, because I got these very odd chess pieces for free at the dump, and they're just cool, and I just didn't know what to do with them. So I was sitting there with that in front of me thinking, you know what? It would kind of make a cool bottle topper. And that was my inspiration. So I took out a cork and whittled down the thing so that it would fit in the top of this bottle. I decided to just go ahead and glue on one of those chess pieces, the bust of some dude, and put that on the top. And that is, as I said, a little bit weird. But hey, why not? This got to do something unusual. It's somebody's thing. Then I just took a clothing tag. Always keep your clothing tags. They make great tags. And I am gluing another one of those little pictures to the front of that, making that a little vintage and hanging it on another bottle and displaying that here. Admittedly a bit odd, but you know, this is called talented creators, and I try to challenge myself when I find something unique to do something with it. And if you like truly creative things, then please do subscribe because I have a lot more coming your way. Don't forget to hit like if you've liked this. Check out what the others have created, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for stopping by. Take care.